Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood laser lady, and I just got done making this super easy, personalizable gift for my friend's husband, and I have to share it with you. Not only is it free to make the custom files, but I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can turn these into some awesome gifts. So let's just jump right into it. Sky charts are in. The best part, they are free to make for anyone's birthday, anniversary, you name it. Before we make our gifts, we need to generate our sky chart. Go to 𝗵𝗻𝗄𝗏.com and scroll down to Interactive Sky Chart. I'll have links for everything down below. All you need to do is fill in the information of your event. I will be using my cat's, 𝗤𝗏𝗃, and 𝗬𝗲's birthday. That will change the stars and planets to our information we're putting in. If you scroll down a bit, there are also toggles for the planet names, constellation lines, and more. Once you have your settings ready, go up to the print icon and download the PDF and import it into your program of choice. I will be using CorelDRAW. Since it is a PDF, all the lines and stars can be ungrouped and finagled with. I will be taking away the outer lines and degree numbers. And now we are ready to make some projects. Project number 1, how to make a light up tabletop sky chart. This project is wildly easy and makes a great present or potential customizable product to sell. I scaled down the sky chart to 5 inches, and now I need to make the cutout shape for around it. I just need to measure the light up base. The width for this one in particular is 2.75 inches across and about 0.6 inches deep, so I make a rectangle with those dimensions. I centered the rectangle to the bottom of that circle and stretched up the rectangle to connect with each side. I make a duplicate circle and weld it with that rectangle. So now we have our cut shape. The remaining circle, I edit it down to be just the bottom of the circle because I want that to be engraved to keep that circular shape. I don't want it to kind of melt into the rectangle we put on there. Now I just need to make everything the right size and color for my laser, and we can fire it up. I'm going to engrave and cut this out of plain, clear cast acrylic. Cast type acrylics engrave the best. To make the cleanup even easier, I spread out a spot of dish detergent. This will help any blowback residue come off without any hassle. You can see the film that was left by the dish soap, and we can just rinse or wipe that right off. No troubles at all. We just need to now put it in the base. Essentially, it's freaking done already. These bases will fit 3/8 inch thick acrylic super snugly, but since this is 1/8 inches thick acrylic, I put in a little bit of cardstock in there to keep it steady. My cats took it upon themselves to hide the little remote that this came with, bless them, but I can switch through the colors with this touch sensitive button. Look how pretty it is. It just lights up and it's so easy but super magical. This is a wildly awesome project that will make a perfect present for just about anyone. Project number 2, how to make a 2-color sky chart ornament. This next one is just as easy, but it has one extra step that makes it shine as bright as the stars on it. I need to draw out the ornament. If you use Inkscape, I have a few tutorials that will go step by step on how to make shapes come together like this one. It's really just a few circles and a rectangle. I weld together the main shapes, and now we've got an ornament. I go through the same steps as last time, making sure I add a curved engraved line at the top to keep the sky chart in a circle. For the ornament, I want to add the names of my cats and their birth year. To make a special little space for the text, I draw out a ribbon shape and fill it in with white to block out the stars behind it. Then I write out the text, break the letters apart, and situate them in the ribbon. I centered the ribbon on top of the sky chart and made a new outline so the ribbon edges are a part of the outside cut line. To save you time, I have this as a free download for you to add your sky charts in and your words to. Time to cut it out. I'll be using a dark translucent cast acrylic with some more of that dish soap. Once that's finished lasering, don't wipe off the dish soap yet. First, I'm going to make these engravings pop out with some rub and buff. To put that on is exactly like the title implies. To get the remaining rub and buff off the ornament, I use a little Novus No. 2 plastic polish, and it just comes right off. All I need is a ribbon, and now I can show my cats. This is 𝗤𝗃𝗃. She's named after one of my favorite all-time bands, and this is 𝗬𝗲, named after rock and roll legend Ronnie James Dio. These are my little rock and roll kitties. Project number 3, how to make a sky chart shadow box. This last one looks hard, but it's entirely easy. There are a few steps, but can get done in less than a day. I wanted a cool 3D style shadow box, so I turned to 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗃.com. If you don't have an account, you can go download a few things for free in their trial period, so try this out. I searched for girl with telescope and found this craft file. It's normally for paper crafts, but today we are going to laser it. The plan is just a few colorful layers with our sky chart as the very back layer. I figured out which layers I was going to use and then scaled them down a little bit. I altered a few things to make sure there weren't any bits that are too thin or just not needed. Since the sky chart is round and this is a square, I scaled it up and then I needed to delete all the things that were outside of the box. I also made some rectangles to wrap around as a frame. Once everything was just right, it was time to laser it out on 1/8 inch MDF. There are a lot of shadow boxes you can download on 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗃. Instead of just buying files like these one by one, it's a super low monthly or yearly fee for unlimited downloads. It's truly a great resource if you're looking for inspiration and products to sell. Now that these are cut out, let's paint them. The mountain and lake squares need to be primed before they get their color. MDF is like a sponge, so that really helps make these bold and bright. But for the sky chart layer, we are going to use MDF's sponginess to our advantage. Skipping the primer for this layer will soak up that yellow color and not cover up our star engravings. Once dry, let's glue it all together. I had made this hole in the corner of the sky chart square along with these extra little rectangles so I could make some room for some fairy lights. The other layers I glued right on top of each other, and then I wrapped the frame pieces around it. I touched up some of the paint on the inside because I forgot to paint the other side of the frame pieces. Whoops. Now I can try to squeeze those fairy lights in there. I had picked these up on clearance actually last year after Christmas. It's a great time to buy lights. There is a little bit of space behind the mountain, and I think they're going to look really fun back there. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you like how it can light up? I've actually never made a shadow box like this, so I am freaking thrilled. I'd love to know what kind of projects you're up to, or if you'd like to see something in particular, you let me know. I have a ton of project inspiration videos on my channel, or if you want to master Inkscape so you can fiddle around with projects like these, check out my playlist. I'll see ya in the next one.